I'm Natalie. Today we're doing a full back routine with just a yoga mat. We're going to get started in a seated position with bent knees and our feet flat on the ground, tucking your chin into your chest, and gently resting your head on your knees. The goal here is making a turtle shell with your back and resting comfortably. Feel free to close your eyes and keep breathing deeply. And see how much you can tuck your chin into your chest, holding your legs. Now you're going to come back up, straighten your legs, flat on the ground, sit nice and tall on your sit bones, and lean forward again. Now we're bringing in our hamstrings, our lower back. You may not be able to round out your spine as much, but see how far you can tuck your chin into your chest as you lean forward and bring in the back of your legs. Take a deep breath, inhaling with your nose. And on the exhale, you're going to come up, interlock your fingers, and reach forward, tucking your chin into your chest again. So now your hands are interlocked in front of you, seeing how far you can reach forward in a streamlined position. You're going to come back up, flip your hands the other way, and do the same thing. Leaning forward, rounding out your spine in a streamlined position. Take a deep breath here, keep breathing. And on the exhale, you're going to slowly come back up. You're going to bend your knees, feet are flat on the ground again, and we're going to get back into our rounded position, resting our head onto the knees. Just one more time, emphasizing tucking your chin into your chest. One more deep breath here. Inhaling with your nose. And on the exhale, you're going to place your hands behind you, puffing up your chest and leaning back as far as you can. We're holding this for a quick breath, so once you're done, you're going to make your way onto your back. Feet are still flat on the ground, but you're going to walk them up to your butt as close as you can. You're going to interlock your fingers, place it behind your head, and then you're going to let your knees fall to one side, keeping the shoulders down on the ground. So only fall as far as you can, feeling a gentle spinal twist in your back. The mid-back and lower back are really engaged here. And with your hands behind your head, you'll feel the lats open up. Just make sure to keep breathing in this position. Take one more breath. And on the exhale, slowly let the knees fall towards the other side. Again, keeping the shoulders down on the ground, only going as far as you can. Take one more breath here, and we're going to go up and over to the other side one more time. Keeping the shoulders down, the elbows down on the ground, the knees together. Take your final breath here, inhaling with your nose and exhaling with your mouth, letting them fall towards the other side. Keep breathing in this position. On the exhale, coming up and opening the feet as wide as you can on the ground. And you're going to let the knees fall towards one side. You're going to feel this open up your hips, your groin, and your lower back again. You're going to bring the knees back up and over to the other side. Again, making sure the shoulders are contact on the floor. Keep breathing in these positions here. On the exhale, you're going to bring your knees back up and the feet to come together once again. And now you're going to grab both knees into your chest. I like to interlock my fingers to have a good grip on my legs. But feel free to have one hand on each leg, as long as your knees are into your chest. Once you're ready, slowly tuck your chin into your chest, bringing your forehead towards the knees, and make sure you're still breathing. Hold this position for one more breath. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly bring your head back down. Extend one leg and just hold one knee into your chest. Once you have this position, tuck your chin into your chest and take a deep breath here, inhaling with your nose. And when you're ready, exhale, bringing your head back down and your arms down next to your sides. Keep the knee elevated and bent. And then you're going to do a spinal twist, bring the leg over the straight leg that's extended on the ground. The shoulders remain flat on the ground, and you're twisting as far as you can, feeling this in the lower and mid back. Keep your knee bent. And when you're ready, you're going to bring your leg back up. You're going to extend the leg straight on the floor. Bring your other leg up, bending the knee and grabbing it with your hands. Take a couple breaths here, holding your knee into your chest. Feel free to close your eyes. Take a deep breath, inhaling with your nose. And on the exhale, you're going to bring your chin into your chest and your forehead towards that knee. Just make sure you keep breathing here as you tuck your chin. Now you're going to bring your head back down, straighten your arms by your side, and with the leg that's up and elevated, you're going to bring it over the straight leg on the floor, keeping your shoulders down for a spinal twist. Again, make sure you're not over-rotating. Keep breathing in this position. And your leg stays bent. You're going to bring yourself back to center. And then we're going to go back into a double knee to chest, tucking your chin into your chest when you're ready. Hold this position for a couple breaths again, emphasizing tucking the chin into your chest, rounding out your spine, and gently holding your knees into your chest. Now, we're going to make our way into a kneeling position for the child's pose. Bringing your big toes together, your knees are opened up nice and wide. Gently sit on your legs. And then you're going to crawl down until your forehead's on the mat, your forearms are on the mat, and you're resting comfortably. Just make sure to keep breathing. We're going to take one more deep breath here before we start going over to one side. Inhaling with your nose, and with a deep exhale with your mouth. Come up a little bit, and you're going to walk over to the right as far as you can. So take your time here, make your way to the right, Your head comes down, your forearms are supported on the floor again. And you're feeling a stretch on the left side of your body here. Rest comfortably. Take your deep breaths. When you're exhaling, you're going to make your way over to the left now, as far as you can, but slowly moving here, walking yourself, placing the hands over each other, the head comes down, the forearms are still supported on the floor evenly. Just feeling a stretch on the right side of your body. Your hips are still opened up. Take your final deep breath here on the left. Inhaling with your nose. And on the exhale with your mouth, you're going to come back up, bring the hips off the floor, and extend yourself back down. But this time, you're going to feel a little bit more of an undulation in your back, letting the belly button drop. More of a stretch there. On the last breath, slowly make your way where your knees are now together and you're laying into your child's pose with the knees together, the head down on the mat, and the forearms are flat. Your arms won't be able to extend as far, but you're going to feel more of an undulation, a rounded back. We're going to go back up and over to the right again, feeling a stretch on the left side of the body, keeping the knees together. Just quickly here, you're going to hold it for one more breath. On the exhale, you're going to slowly come back up and over to the left side, feeling a stretch on the right side of your body now. Hands are stacked, forearms are supported on the floor, knees together. One more quick deep breath here. On the exhale, you're going to slowly make your way back up. And we're going to go into a tabletop position now. So slowly make your way back up. You're going to have your hands under your shoulders, the hips are stacked over the knees. With one hand and the palm facing upwards, you're going to go through the space between your knee and your hand. Make sure your head is supported on the ground with your shoulder. And your supporting hand is going on the floor, extended overhead as far as you can, reaching, opening the lats today. If this is uncomfortable for the neck, please return back to a child's pose for this section. Now your supporting arm is coming up over your body, reaching back, opening up the shoulder a little bit here. Take one more deep breath, inhaling with your nose. And on the exhale, your supporting hand comes back down. You're pushing yourself back up. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side, with your palm facing upwards, your head and shoulders supported on the floor. The supporting hand goes overhead on the ground, reaching as far as you can, opening up the lats. And a gentle spinal twist. Take one more breath before your hand comes up. Slowly moving, reaching back. One more breath here, inhaling with the nose. And on the exhale, your hand comes back down. You're going to push yourself back up Slowly making your way into a seated position here. So take your time. You're going to cross your legs and we're going to get into a side reach. We're just holding this quickly, so sit nice and tall. Reach towards one side, placing your hand down, and with your other arm, reaching overhead, leaning towards the side. We're just quickly opening up our lats with one deep breath, grounding ourselves before we stand up for the next stretch. So when you're ready, place your hand on the other side and give yourself the side reach with your arm overhead, opening up your lats. After your deep breath here, you're going to slowly make your way into the standing position. Now, you're going to have your feet shoulder width apart, right next to each other. Bend the knees and focus on a rounded back, slowly leaning forward over those legs, tucking your chin into your chest, and interlocking your hands behind your legs. Keep the knees bent. You can place your hands on your calves if you want to, but just reach forward. Let your head fall, and take one more breath here before we stand back up very slowly. You're going to open up your feet nice and wide, and you're going to have your hand on one leg, a little bit of a lean, with a reach over your head with the other arm for a big side reach now. Take one deep breath, inhaling with your nose. And when you're ready, exhale, leaning over towards the other side. Hold your side reach for a deep breath. Again, when you're exhaling, returning back to center. Keeping the legs open, you're going to bend the knees. Hold your elbows, leaning forward, rounding out your spine, letting yourself fall between the legs with the bent knee so you can focus on rounding out your back. If possible, to reach on the ground, you can place your hands down on the ground and slowly roll yourself up. And that is the end of our practice for today. I hope you're feeling some relief, and I'll see you again next week.